Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is season 2, episode 11. So on this episode, we'll be taking a little inside look at the Gloster Club annual show for 2025. And also, we got a special guest. We'll be doing a home visit over to Bruce Peterson. Now, Bruce Peterson no longer breeds Glosters. He stopped breeding a few years ago, but he was one of the champion breeders from back in the day. So let's take a look. All right, guys, just kick back, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Okay, I'm over here doing one of the home visits with Bruce Peterson. He's one of the greats with the Gloster Club from back in the day. And so, Bruce, how you going, mate?
Good.
Good. Yeah. Well, that's good. So, when you were breeding Glosters back in the day, how many years were you breeding your Glosters for?
25.
25 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, mate.
But haven't been breeding them for the last 5 years or so.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough, mate. Now, what made you get into Glosters? What's the story there?
Oh, I've always been interested in breeding birds from when I was on the farm, and I got some shop birds, ordinary canaries. And then I met a guy who bred Yorkies, and he used Glosters as foster parents. And I got interested in the Glosters through him. And then I joined the Gloster Club. And my first Gloster I brought was from Ray Bowker, a pair.
Yep.
And I bred them in a little cage in the dining room.
Okay. Yep.
And they bred, and then they bred again. And before I knew it, I was buying an aviary.
Okay, so you sort of love the type of canary. You fell in love with the type, and yep.
So and that's how I started.
Hey, so Bruce, would you like to share maybe a memory in back in the day when you were showing birds? Yeah, mate.
Well, one of my first memories that sticks with me is when I was still a novice breeder, and at the Gloster Club diploma show, blue consort of mine got the best novice and then beat all the open ones. And a lot of people weren't very happy with that.
Yep, fair enough. Bruce, back in the day when you were breeding your birds, what sort of system you had going? Like, how many pairs did you roughly put together and things like that?
I started off with maybe 5 or 10 pairs, but at the peak, I was breeding about 30 pairs.
Oh, wow.
And I would get somewhere about 140 young ones per annum.
Yep.
And but then that all got too much for me. I dropped back a bit.
Yep.
And bred about 20 pairs at a time.
Yep. Oh, that's great.
That was about what I did for a number of years.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Did you ever used to hand feed any young, or
Always.
Always?
No, well, I always check them each night.
Yep, yep.
And I would make sure they'd been fed. And if they hadn't, before dark, I mixed up I used a parrot food.
Yep.
And gave it to them on the end of a toothpick.
Yep, yep.
And made sure they were full before dark.
Yep.
And I lost very few.
Doing it that way?
Yeah.
Yep. I find with myself, so what I do is I do the same thing with a toothpick, and before dark, what I'll do is I'll give them a good feed. But the thing that I learnt was never to overfeed them, because the parents, you know, they might try to feed, and if the chicks are full, they won't lift their heads up. So, okay, Bruce, is there anything you would like to say about the club or the hobby or anything like that?
Well, it's a hobby I enjoyed tremendously. I got involved with the club at various levels, and but by the time I had to leave, the club was going backwards a bit because of a lack of young people joining. And but since then, I hear that things have improved and there's new members coming in, and the club is thriving, which is thrilling to hear.
Yeah, no, that's true, mate. We actually had an annual show yesterday, and we had a couple of new members join up. So, like I've been with the Gloster Club for over 3 years, and from when I first started going to the club till now, there's definitely been more exhibitors. You know, to tell you the truth, I was the only novice when I first started. Now there's about 5 of us. So it is moving in a more positive direction. It's just taking a little bit of time, but yeah, so can't complain there. All right, Bruce, no worries. Thank you for being on the channel.
Pleasure.
And I really appreciate it, mate. You know, we see your name a lot on our trophies, so it must mean you had some really good birds back in the day, and I thought, you know what, let's do an interview.
No, ICA. So 2 is first, 1 is second.
One this one. Watch man. Is that the last thing engaged top first? Okay, is that the last thing? Yeah. 57, there we go, yes, it's all right there, that's just the first. How many are birds? Yep, 2 birds. One on yellow. That's pink, that's end. 10. Second one.
Nothing before.
5, 1, and 6, 2. Yes. I need 61 now.
Okay, now that's all we have time for on the episode. Now, I would like to congratulate the winners for the annual show. We got the Reserve Grand Champion, which was Rod Knight. He's been on the episode during season 1. And also, for our Grand Champion that got Best in Show was one of our novice exhibitors, Clint Skipper, which he was in season 1, episode 10. So we did a home visit over to his bird room. Now, guys, one thing I have noticed, we've got more people joining up the Gloster Club, which is really great. Now, when I first joined the Gloster Club around 3 years ago, on an annual show, we had an average of around 80 odd birds at the show, and to see at the annual show there was over 140. That's amazing. I've never seen that many birds on the show bench at the club, and things are looking to be on a positive direction, and it's great. So we also had 2 people sign up, got their memberships done on the day, and if you guys would like to join the Gloster Club of Victoria, the details are on the Facebook page. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Really appreciate it. At the moment, we've currently got over 560 subscribers, which is really great, and I appreciate it, guys. And that's it. So just a little update on the channel. We got those home visits still coming, the interstate trip, which will be great. And that's it. All right, guys. Till next time, have a good one.